Hello, welcome back to another video. March 28th, 2 in the afternoon. I've got wind coming from the east right now that is just amazingly tough. On my upper trim, last summer I fixed from the rear up to the last like 6 feet or something. I'd redone the trim because it was coming apart and stuff. And I did it better than when it was built and sealed it good and stuff, but there's this other like aluminum trim piece that wedges up underneath the overhang metal, and it kept popping out. When my mom, when first got it, it was popping out and was bothering her, so I tucked it in and tried recalking it and stuff. It stayed for a while, then it came out again. I redid it again, and it's got to be because of, you know, when you're driving, it's shifting and moving and stuff, kind of. So, I'm hoping that my design, I'm thinking about it, hopefully that's going to hold up, because I don't do the same thing with this. But now that thing, the other day, when at the library, the front part, it come out maybe 6-8 inches back, and was out. Well, when I'm driving on the road, it'd be scooping the wind, so got the ladder out, tucked it back up underneath there, and put some white duct tape on it to hold it in place so it won't pop back out again for now until the weather gets nice, warmer, so I can work on it. Well, with all this wind rocking it, I don't know if you can see this thing, but it's where my hand is here. It's, let's see, okay, it's twice as long as here, going out the other way, and it's I don't know, it's like a 1-inch aluminum strip that tucks up under the metal lip that comes over the edge from the front corner here going back. It tucks up under down along the side, and so the rest of it had come out from the wind, all just really ripping around. It rocked it out. So when Tony stopped by to visit me, he told me about it. Well, I was thinking, I knew it was, the back end was coming out, but it was only out a little ways on it, and you know, it didn't come out all the way. So I basically, the only thing holding it there was the tape. I just had to peel the tape loose and pull it down for now, and then I'm going to take, oh, well, that's showing up on camera, but this duct tape stuff on here, I'll get this all cleaned up really good. This black strip is like old caulking that from the original job or whatever, so I'll get that all cleaned up, get it tapped back in place. Part of it, I think, is because we're the, I gotta think about it, yeah, because we're the that's the back side, so this goes up in there like this with the aluminum side towards the wall and the white side's even out. So this part where it's bumped out here a little longer, I think what I'm going to do, I'll after I get it cleaned up, I'll size it up there. But the roof at this point, it cuts down at an angle. So because this is squared, when an angle comes down, pushing it down further, so it can't tuck up in there as tight as it should. I think that's where the problem is. Whoever had redone this piece, because before we bought it, they had this front end top redone. She must have bumped into a building or something and crunched this corner up a little bit. So she spent like, I think the lady said she spent like $3,000-4,000 just having this all redone for the upper bunk. And they did a nice job on it. You know, did a pretty good job on it. But this is the part they didn't do a good job on when they put this in. So what I'm thinking, because it won't tuck up in all the way because of the slope of the roof coming down, and the overhang is only maybe a 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch overhang or something like that. Looks like, well, yeah, I guess it could be a 1/2 inch overhang, maybe somewhere in there. A little more than a 1/4 inch though, closer to a 1/2 inch. But because the roof slopes at that point, well, because from where it starts to where it ends, it probably drops at least a 1/2 inch, which means it can, that if this is underneath that lip, it's pushing the whole thing down at least a 1/2 inch, which then makes the middle point barely holding in there. So what I think I'm going to do, I'll check it first after I get it cleaned up. I might take my Dremel tool and grind this end down just at a slight angle, so it'll be like a custom fit piece and fit up in there the way it should. So I can tell whoever redid this piece, they just cut it quick and it broke off because it didn't even a flush cut. It's got a nub sticking out on here. So yeah, they were kind of hurrying quick when they were putting this last piece in. because I got good investigative skills too. So I've been just hanging out here in this lot editing because I figure no sense in wasting fuel running to the library to upload and then just edit when I can edit my camper anywhere. The library, main reason for the library is, well, during the winter you can get it out of the cold, that way I'm not running the furnace in here. So that'd save me diesel, but then I could get work done to it and I could edit or upload it. Because I produce my own power, I've got enough electrical power to keep my laptop going and editing in here. It's just when it comes to uploading the internet, you know, where I need that, especially now that I don't have internet anymore. Oh, has that ever been a different experience? I mean, I'm older, so I was a kid and playing and doing stuff before the internet existed, so in a way I shouldn't need it, but once the internet came, the world changed, and the world's quite internet reliable, or relied on, or whatever, you know what I mean? It means it's reliant on the internet. But, so I'm going to move to get my tail end into the wind here, pull over here closer to Arby's, so I can level here too. So I'm gonna let it run just a little bit longer because my inverter is a 3,000 watt inverter that converts my 12 volt battery bank into 120. It's a 3,000 watt inverter, so I can run a lot of stuff on it. I could pretty much run an arc welder if I needed to, but I don't have a reason for running an arc welder. But it's more than enough to run vacuum cleaners, TVs, my laptop. I charge my I got a rechargeable vacuum cleaner that I use, and yeah, I've never ran out of power. But I figure since I've had the inverter on for a week straight now, basically. So that way, anytime I plug in my power, it's there all the time. You know, but normally I shut it off because even if you're not running nothing, having the inverter on uses a little bit of electricity, but so unless I got stuff going on, I normally don't leave it on. And but then the last 2 nights I've been editing videos and stuff and running my laptop and using more. And the furnace has been running the whole time on it, you know, nonstop. But I got that wired up. That's 12 volt wired. But it's still running off the same battery bank, so I think was down to, by this morning, I think I was down to like maybe, I'm gonna guess 80-90% battery or something like that still, so it's close to full charge, but I figure even though the sun's out right now, I'll let it run just a little bit longer to pump some extra juice into there. And actually I could probably shut it off because I do have the solar going right now, and I can always start it up later if I want to do some more charging on it. So we'll shut that off, get to the silent mode, and I think I'm gonna get back to editing unless I got some visitors that show up or something. So as always, thank you so much for watching, and here comes that super huge thumb that's bigger than my head. Give it a thumbs up if you would. God bless you, and we'll see you on the next one.